Where can I change?
The orderly's lounge. Right down the hall, turn to your left. And don't leave your wallet lying around.
One comes down the chimney. It's only once a year.
Come get it.
Figures.
I'm doing your mother a favor by bringing you down here. Don't push your luck.
Where's Santa Claus, Grandma?
I don't know, Max. Daniel, he should have been here by now.
I imagine he has a rather hectic schedule with the big event 2 days away.
Dr. Austin, I think Dunderhead's finally got the lights working. You want to do the honors?
My dear.
Oh, thank you. Could I get your attention for a moment, please? I want to thank the St. Ursula's Children's Choir for being here today, and the Women's Auxiliary for having arranged such beautiful decorations again this year. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you.
Been very busy. I had 2 mitral valve replacements today and a mortality conference yesterday. And what with all the office party car wrecks, there's more chest trauma than I can keep up with.
The ornaments are in a box on top of your grandmother's steamer trunk.
I know where they are. I put them there.
Get all your shopping done?
Oh, everyone except you. The most difficult.
Here goes. When's Rick coming?
Tomorrow afternoon.
It's gonna snow, you know. I hope he gets here before the pike gets bad.
Thanks for inviting him.
Hate to think of your boyfriend spending the holidays all by himself.
Does that mean you can sleep in my room?
No.
Elizabeth.
Hi, Mrs. Oshlander. Awesome party.
Oh, we finally got the lights in the Christmas tree working, but still no Santa.
Oh, that big guy's not out here yet?
And I'm afraid the children are getting a little impatient.
Well, that bum you hired is still in the orderly's lounge. I'll go get him. Santa, your public is waiting.
Be right there. Luther, could you hand me my bag?
How'd you know my name?
Well, we met a long time ago. You were still half asleep.
Oh, you're a patient here. Oh, I get it. The old name tag trick.
So how's the paramedic training going?
You send the front man ahead of you to nose around and get the skinny on everybody. Yeah, that's very clever there, Santa. You okay?
Just a little tired, that's all.
Well, but this time of year, who blames you?
Well, we're the children.
You're Santa, you ought to know.
Merry Christmas.
You can take it from me. I gotta get back to work.
Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Sorry to be late, but with all the holiday travel, my sleigh got stacked up over Logan. Climb aboard. So, what's your name, young fella?
Max Oshlander.
Max, that's a fine name. Yes, indeed. Mrs. Claus has a cousin named Max. Helps out with the reindeer now and then.
Oh, brother.
Say, why the long face?
Because he says there's no such thing as Santa Claus.
Really? Well, that'll come as quite a surprise to Mrs. Claus and the rest of the gang at the North Pole.
So how much are they paying you for this scam, you old fairy?
Oh.
Luther, my good man, a little stocking stuffer for you. Here you go, Hawkins. Luther, don't thank me, buddy. Just a small token for a small token.
Thanks. You know what my present is to you?
What?
I'm not gonna drop kick you in the groin.
Mary, Mary. Wayne! Even though you and I are of different persuasions, I want you to have this. Phil! $1? Or crisp new 1986 $? Deeply personal. Signed by Catherine Davalos Ortega, Treasurer of the United States.
Between the two of us, we could have a big night at the laundromat.
Wayne, bubble up!
I wonder what Boomer gave me. It's a label maker. He gave me one, too.
Boomer got you guys presents?
Yeah.
You probably knew I already had a label maker.
Bill, thanks for the bottle of wine. And Wayne, the poinsettia really livened up my apartment. Here you go.
I've always wanted a bocce ball.
No, they're paperweights. I made them myself in pottery class. They say St. Eligius on them and have your name engraved.
Elliot, Merry Christmas.
Victor, I don't know what to say. I didn't get you anything.
Hey, no problem. I'm not the paperweight type. Never would have used it anyway. Not interested in holding anything down.
You really did it this time, Elliot.
What?
By not giving him a present, you single-handedly spoiled Victor's Christmas.
It's not like I killed Santa Claus.
When did you first notice the pain? Standing in line in Filene's this afternoon? What a zoo.
Yeah, everybody waits till the last minute.
Any vomiting? Once or twice. I figured I'd backed into some bad eggnog.
You're running a fever. We may want to admit you.
Well, no argument from me. With my luck, I'd get home, keel over, and be snowed in. Wouldn't find a body for days.
CBC's and set her up for a pelvic exam.
Get back. We got a male, late 60s, collapsed in the lobby with chest pains. He's in V-type.
Get a 12-lead EKG, stat.
We hit him with the paddles and he lit up like a Christmas tree.
Lucky thing this didn't happen at 15,000 feet with a sled full of Barbie dolls.
Did you start him on lidocaine?
Yeah, but he's still having PVCs.
Let's get this stuff off.
I tried. It's real.
Have an OR standing by. If we don't hold off this MI, it's going to be his last Christmas.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Time to open the big door.
Mark, the radio says there's a blizzard watch. Looks like we're going to have a white Christmas after all.
December 24th, and here it is. Ta-da! A nativity scene. Wow. Since when do the archangels look like McNeil Lara?
Did you know you were tossing and turning all last night?
Oh, I had a bad dream. I was in 19th century London, running through the streets. It was snowing. All I had on were pajamas and a nightcap.
You fell asleep watching A Christmas Carol.
We should invite more people to the wassail party, don't you think?
I mean, there are 20 coming as it is.
Yeah, well, this year I want a house full of people. I mean, packed to the rafters with people having a good time. Besides, Barbara's first Noel has got to be the best. I'll invite some of the young people from the hospital.
Season's greetings.
Whatever happened to Merry Christmas?
Maybe you don't celebrate the religious nature of the holiday. How do I know?
Yesterday, you delivered a balsam wreath from Maine, cedar garlands from Vermont the day before. We are not decking the halls for Ramadan. Don't you have some junk mail to deliver?
Customary for folks to give their mailman some kind of bonus this time of year.
Oh, yes, and the amount is reflected by the quality of the service rendered. You get the Christmas goose egg. Now get out of here.
Mark. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lesniak.
Fruitcake. Thank you, Mrs. Craig. A merry one to you and the baby.
Here, bye-bye. Mark, that was a terrible thing to say to him.
Listen, when you're a civil servant, Kris Kringle comes every day of the year. That man has job security, benefits, minimal responsibility, and the intellect of a prune Danish. Cape Cod candles! The Bayberry tapers finally arrived.
In the nick of time.
Bayberry candles burnt to the socket brings health to your family and wealth to your pocket.
Blayberries, Mark. Do you remember how Stephen could hardly wait to light the blayberries?
Listen, call the caterer and have him double the order for tonight. Then watch him triple the price. I'll be home early. Although it's been said many times, many ways.
Merry Christmas to you.
The children all came back. They're holding a vigil.
I know, dear.
Oh, Dr. Auslander, we got a lobby full of unhappy kids.
I've heard, Dr. Chan.
Okay.
I feel terrible. I hired the poor man.
You're not responsible, Catherine.
Is Santa gonna be all right, Grandpa?
I'm sure he'll be fine. Boys and girls, there's really no reason for you to wait here. Santa's going into surgery, and he won't be able to have any visitors for quite a while.
Surgery in this dump? God doesn't have a prayer. What if he can't slide down our chimneys tonight?
Oh, Santa has a lot of elves to help him.
It's not the same.
I can't remember ever seeing so many unhappy children.
Oh, poor kids. Having Santa Claus fall over right in front of them. I wish there was something we could do to cheer them up.
I've got an idea. We'll have a sing-along like with Mitch. Boys and girls, I'm sure Santa's spirits will be perked if we all sing together. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle
Think Santa's gonna die? You better hope not, because if he does, it's all your fault. Well, you're the one who said that there's no such thing as Santa Claus. Yeah, but at least I was smart enough to humor the guy. You blabbed it right to his face. You can't kill people just by saying stuff. You heard what the cocky-looking doctor said. A heart attack, because you broke it.
Get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
I'm trying not to take it personally, but hey, I've got feelings too. Not a single present this year.
Mr. Underhill, sigmoidoscopy. I'm sorry it's not wrapped.
You've been doling out poinsettias all over the place. Does the old roomie get one? No.
Well, remember when you took care of my Sensimilia?
That was a long time ago.
Well, I don't want to inflict that kind of torture on an innocent houseplant.
Okay, fine. I don't have a green thumb. But I've been giving everyone I know presents. Do you think somebody returned the favor?
That's why you've been passing out George Washingtons to get something in return?
Karma, pal, you know? What goes around comes around. You reap what you sow, tit for tat, and vice versa.
Victor, you are the most ulterior, insensitive glad-hander I have ever met. But somewhere, deep down in that caraway seed of a heart, there's a millimicron of generosity. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I want my dollar back.
You don't get any presents because you don't have any friends, and you don't have any friends because you're not out there for anyone but yourself.
I love it when you talk rough to me.
I'm removing the saphenous vein.
Dr. Wade, I need you up here to assist. Sternal retractor. If anyone's cooking a goose tomorrow, these come in handy to get out the stuffing.
Those voices are beautiful.
The Sisters of the Abbey of St. Vitus. Mrs. Craig and I visited there on a trip to the Holy Land. They sell the cassettes right next to the grotto.
I'm looking forward to your wassail party tonight, Dr. Craig.
Well, just make sure you have snow tires. I don't want anybody getting stranded at my house.
Party? What party?
Oh. Well, I didn't invite you, Colchar, because I'm sure you don't celebrate Yuletide. I mean, it's nothing personal.
I understand. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games.
Oh, stop.
VJ, do they have anything like Christmas in India?
Oh, as a child, I awaited the festival of Holi with great excitement. My grandfather and I would rise before dawn and splash bright paint all over our elephant. Then we ride into the village and throw color powder on everyone that we met.
Worst thing that ever happened to India was the end of British colonialism. Check the oxygen. He's still having PVCs. And as long as you don't bring a date, you can come tonight.
What's the deal?
Dr. Wade, would you review the indications for surgery?
Mrs. Haber, I'm Dr. Ehrlich. What are you doing?
Packing.
No. You came in last night with vomiting, fever, right lower quadrant pain.
I feel better.
Your white count's 11,800. I'm going to have to keep you here for observation.
Over my dead body.
Mrs. Haber, can I call you Elodie? You might have a ruptured follicle cyst or something more serious, like appendicitis. We won't know until we perform some tests.
I have a plane to catch.
No, you're in no condition to fly to friendly skies.
Look. My whole family is in Washington, D.C. I am not spending the holiday cooped up in some slum hospital all by myself. If you have family, you know what I'm talking about.
Actually, I don't. What I have is an alcoholic aunt living in Napa Valley, a brother and sister I haven't laid eyes on since my parents died tragically when I was a boy. So you see, we're both compadres. We're both kindred spirits. We're both completely, hopelessly, pathetically alone. So you don't have to spend Christmas by yourself, because I'm going to be there right by your side.
This is a private room.
I'm going to prove to those naysayers, and I don't mean Mr. Ed, that Victor Ehrlich is a very, very human being.
This is extremely generous of you, but...
No, it's not. That's my problem. You see, please, please, please allow me to perform this one selfless act, and I promise I'll never bother you again.
But Dr. Ehrlich, I
Call
don't...
me Victor. What kind of Jell-O do you like?
Daniel, are you sure this is the right thing to do?
Father Christmas suggested this himself. He didn't want the children to worry.
Very quiet.
This is where people come to get better after heart surgery.
My grandmother croaked around here someplace. Is he dead?
He's just resting. See that monitor over his bed? That shows his heartbeat. Now all together, children.
Merry Christmas, Santa.
Hi, thought you were in surgery.
Routine triple bypass, in and out. Now, you're coming to my wassail party tonight, right? Then afterwards, maybe you and the kids can join us at St. Barnabas's midnight service. The church is ablaze with candles. Very moving.
No, I don't think we'll make either, Mark.
Some traditions never change. Every year I invite you, and every year you're a no-show. Should I be taking this personally?
The holidays are something I endure, not enjoy.
For a level-headed guy, Donald, you're totally off kilter. Does this look like pneumothorax to you?
No, you've got lung markings all the way out the peripheries.
I didn't think so. Your problem is you get bogged down in the Madison Avenue side of the season. I mean, what is Christmas? Christ's birthday, damn it.
My son doesn't even know who Jesus is.
Who the hell's fault is that?
Look, Mark, when I was a child growing up in Southie, my dad used to take me from the squalor of our tenement to the squalor of my aunt's tenement. 30 people crammed into the same smoky little room. Collars too starchy, new shoes pinching. Everyone straining to be polite. Jeez, tension was unbearable. People waiting for my cousin Alice to drop a glass or my Uncle Patrick to get loaded and throw a punch at somebody. People too poor to buy gifts and too proud to admit it.
Boy, Donald, you really have a knack. You turn the biggest clam bake in Christendom into a dirge.
Christmas is a fantasy, Mark. It's a recollection of happier, simpler times that were never there in the first place. Something you can't recreate, no matter how much holly you hang, or crepe.
Do me a favor. Don't come to my party.
Another miserable Christmas at St. Eligius, huh, Boomer?
You got it.
Well, let nothing you dismay, for I bring you tidings of comfort and joy. Having a little soiree tonight for one of the shut-ins, room 3311. You guys should come.
Sounds like a blast.
Dr. Craig, Feliz Navidad.
Hello, Victor.
Hi, Pops.
How's Aunt Therese?
Ehrlich, party tonight, my house. Be there.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm on call.
Oh, that's too bad. Rest comfortably.
My best to Barbara.
Mrs. Craig was looking forward to seeing you.
She was?
Well, you add a certain texture to a party, liven things up.
Yeah. That time I got drunk and ralphed in your garden.
You should have seen the gladiolas that year, the size of cauliflower. Maybe you should come over this spring and take a crack at the rose bushes.
Just being polite. Don't forget. Everyone got the drizzles at my wedding. I crashed your anniversary.
Well, you were trying to patch things up between me and my brother. A lame attempt, but at least your heart was in the right spot.
Do you really want me to come?
What do you want me to do, engrave it on your forehead?
Do you have any idea what this means to me?
A free meal.
A personal invitation to a party of yours to bask in the warmth of your hearth at this festive time. I'm thrilled, I'm honored, I'm...
In my way.
Max.
Hi.
Sorry our conversation got cut short yesterday.
That's okay. How are you feeling?
Like Cupid and Comet and Blitzen have all been dancing on my chest.
You know that stuff that I was saying about how there's no such thing as Santa Claus? Well, I didn't mean it.
Listen to me, Max. It's important to ask questions, not to accept everything at face value. Understand?
No.
What's this present you wanted to talk to me about?
It's not for me. For my grandma. One weekend I was staying with her, tossing a ball around the house. I broke a glass snowball that was a gift from her grandmother, from England somewhere. She hugged me and she said accidents happen, but I could tell she was sad.
And you would like me to replace the snowball. Consider it done. Now, how about something for you?
Well, I just want you to get better, but Annihilator 5000 would be nice. Santa, wake up, Santa! Somebody help!
We got a full arrest.
To Lizzie Love Dad.
I get the dishes, Dr. Westfall.
Great.
What'd you get me?
That's supposed to be a surprise, isn't it?
I bet it's a sweater.
Lizzie, why don't you let the dog in?
No, he's okay outside.
Oh, it's too cold.
Dad, what about your allergies?
Well, they won't bother me as much as that.
Okay. Oh, it started snowing. I'll put him in the basement.
Yeah, good. So what do you want to do tonight, Rick? Go to the movies?
What, on Christmas Eve?
Wouldn't have to wait in line.
Let's do something more Christmassy.
No, you guys do whatever you usually do on Christmas. Movie's fine. Is Rambo playing in the neighborhood?
Why don't we stay home and open presents?
Okay, I'll get Tommy.
You open your presents the night before the big day, huh? Is that a German custom or something?
I don't know. We open presents whenever we get around to it. You're bummed out that we're so low-key about the holidays, huh?
Oh, no, I'm having a good time. Really.
You're used to a more traditional Christmas.
Yeah. My family does the full Charles Dickens thing, you know. Plum pudding, eggnog, lasagna. Only this year in Sarasota. Weird, huh?
Okay, let's get started. Who's first?
No, Tommy, that's not yours.
Good wassail requires a delicate balance of ingredients. You ought to do it.
Hey, Mark.
Huh. Oh, boy. This Hankel is duller than your cousin Harold.
Mr. Kepler was supposed to sharpen the mold yesterday, but he's out of town for the holidays.
Just like a tinker. Right when you need one of them the most, he doesn't give a damn.
Mark, it's freezing in here.
Yeah, well, the evergreens have to stay on the cool side.
52 degrees. Are you crazy?
Honey, the tree has to last until 12th night. I don't want it to start dropping its needles.
Give Barbara pneumonia. Swedish meatballs, mincemeat tarts, the lights, the trees, everything is perfect, Mark.
This needs a little something.
How about me? Do I look okay?
Not bad. Tone down the rouge and lipstick, though. Starting to look like Raggedy Ann.
Sorry, I asked.
Come on. Elliot, this isn't working. Let's call it.
Are you kidding? And be remembered as the guy who killed Santa Claus? Claire. I can see it in the history books now. John Wilkes Booth, Sirhan, Elliot Axelrod. Not this Jew. Claire!
Elliot is gone. And you should be too. Your shift is over.
Why me? Why is it always me?
You let Santa Claus die.
Max, where you going in such a hurry? What was all that about?
Santa Claus is Mort and my name is Mud.
Look, it's not like he was really Santa Claus. He was stable when we brought him up from surgery, but he developed EKG changes which indicated a massive MI.
Excuse me, I have to find my grandson.
Aha! I'll be right here after the ultrasound.
Can't wait.
I'm going with me. This is my favorite Christmas show.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Called The Yule Log.
A lot of firewood.
Now, it's a film loop. Maybe I'll try the tree over by the window. Mrs. Haber's on clear liquids. So have the dietitian prepare some mulled cider and a festive arrangement of red and green jello.
I'm not working dinner tonight. Dr. Craig's party.
Luther, you disappoint me. Here I'm offering you the opportunity to bring a ray of sunshine into the gloomy Christmas of an infirm fellow human being. But you'd rather go off to some high-class party with great food, bon mots, and if you pick your spot right, a chance to move up the St. Regis ladder.
Sounds good to me.
Me too. Bring me back a doggy bag.
A present for you who I love like no other, with the merriest Christmas to the best of all brothers. Tommy Bird. Merry Christmas. Your turn, Rick.
Lizzie told me about this little tradition you have of reading poems, so, here goes. I'm sort of a novice at this.
It's okay, Rick.
I got this at Lizzie's behest whilst we were traveling out west. As I noticed before, you like strange decor, so here's a doodad for next to your door.
I hope you like it, Dad.
It's to go with your spoon.
Don't know how I ever got along without one. Thank you, kids. Very thoughtful of you.
What time are we going to church?
Church?
Yeah, you know. Here's the steeple, open the door, see all the people.
We don't usually go to church, Rick.
Never.
Not even on Christmas? What do you guys, give out candy on Halloween?
Well, Lizzie, if Rick wants to go to church, why don't you take him over to St. Barnabas? Mark Craig was saying they have a beautiful midnight service over there.
Okay, if you don't mind Episcopal.
Episcopal's fine. All the pageantry, none of the guilt.
You'll come with us.
No, I'll stay here. Take care of Tommy. Clean up a little.
Tommy, go Lizzie. Come on, Dad, for once.
No, I'd rather not, honey.
Okay, be stubborn. Thanks for the neat sweater.
You're welcome.
Come on, Tommy.
Coach, get yourself a drink.
Yes, of course.
Give me sir.
Acetaminophen with codeine number 3, PLQ 6 hours, PRN pink. That should hold him till my hangover wears off.
Those better be local calls.
Sorry I'm late, but it's really coming down out there.
Axelrod, Axelrod, Axelrod. Good to see you.
It is?
Merry Christmas.
Of course, you know my wife.
I don't think we've had the pleasure.
Ellen, this is Axelrod.
Elliot Axelrod.
I'm so happy to know you.
Help the big guy out of his tarp.
Okay.
Got a toast to make.
Quite a spread. Looks like everybody's here.
Everybody's not here, but I'm gonna start anyway. Me.
So, this is the wassail I've heard so much about, huh?
Luther, quit hovering. Make yourself useful. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Every year at this time, we take a few moments to renew the bonds of fellowship and goodwill, which might otherwise fall into disrepair. Therefore, if you will please raise your glasses with me in a traditional wassail toast.
Mark, I think our guests should be warned that the toast is in Middle English.
It will be obvious to anyone who's had a freshman course. And not so obvious to those that haven't. All right. Nu is Yol Komen with a gentle cheerer. Of mirth and goman he hath no peerer. In every land where he comes nearer is mirth and goman yet da will say. Nu is komen a messenger of your Lord, Sir New Year. Biddest us all mock merry here, and mock and merry as we may. Therefore, every man that is here, sing a carol in his manner.
Oh.
What the hell did you do that for?
I thought it was part of the custom.
Clean this up, will you? Give me another glass. I've got to start over. Nu is Yol Komen with gentle cheer.
Never thought I'd live to see the day. Mark
and
Craig
he
Bond.
hath no peerer.
Gonna be another Christmas ever again.
No, that isn't so.
How can it be without Santa?
Oh, Max, Santa isn't gone.
I watched him die. I heard the buzzer go off when his heart stopped beating.
Max, Santa's more than just one man. He's the generosity in each of us. Now look, you could have been at home playing, but instead, you came here because of your concern for a sick friend. It's that giving and sharing in you. That's the spirit of Christmas.
You mean I'm Santa?
Sort of. He's in our hearts and our thoughts. And as long as we believe in him, he'll always be with us.
Still, that man shouldn't have died. Not on Christmas Eve.
Max, people die even on Christmas Eve. But life goes on. So let's find your grandmother, go home, wait for your parents, and hang up our stockings with great care.
Yellow. Oh, hi, Constance. Thank you. Same to you. Yeah, they're right here. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. And Constance.
Hi, Aunt Constance. Got any snow in Santa Fe yet? Oh, that's great. We've got 3 inches so far. Yeah, it's snowing up here right now.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, Dr. Wistful, sure. Fine.
Rick, I'm sorry you're not having a very good time.
It's not your fault, Dr. Westfall. It's just that Christmas used to be my favorite holiday. I used to be the presents, but now I like sitting around the fire, everybody together, nothing to do, just listening to my dad tell the same stupid jokes every year. Never thought I'd miss him so much.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're young. We tend to take our family for granted. We figure they'll always be there, right? And we get a little older and we realize how fragile families really are.
And my folks, my sisters were spread all over the country. The only time we're together is Christmas. For a couple of days, anyway, we're a family again. That's what Christmas celebrates, right?
Yeah.
But why do my folks go to Florida this year?
Well, maybe they didn't realize how much being home means to you.
Yeah, failure to communicate.
Hey, Rick, time for church.
Coming.
Here, try some of that.
Hey, we always used to have eggnog during Christmas.
Yeah.
But not like this. Hey, Dr. Westfall, do Lizzie and Tommy a favor, okay? Don't ever go to Florida for Christmas.
Okay, I promise.
Okay. Good night.
It's Christmas time in the city. Hear them ring, ding-a-ling.
Don we now our gay apparel, Mrs. Haber. Mrs. Haber?
Left for D.C., thanks anyway. Merry Christmas.
I've no one but myself to blame. I deserve to be stood up.
You've learned a very valuable lesson here today, Victor.
Yeah, on holidays, trick another resident into taking call.
Well, at least you can spend Christmas Eve with people you're close to.
That's true. You're right about that. Hey, fellas. To friendship. I care for you guys a lot, you know that? Whoa, whoa. Craig's party. Help yourself to the jello.
Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, it's Christmas time in the city.
Sound pretty good.
Well, if I bake the Christmas pies tonight, there'll be time for 2 batches of cookies in the morning. Then I'll need the oven for the turkey.
Without your grandmother's logistical mind, I don't know how we'd make it through the holidays.
Can I help decorate the cookies?
Well, of course.
Mrs. Oshalander, found this present on the tree. It has your name on it.
For me. Daniel, you shouldn't have.
I didn't.
But Catherine, well, it's not your handwriting. Love, Santa.
Well, aren't you going to open it?
Well, let's wait until tomorrow.
Might be perishable.
Well, let's see. Oh, my snowball. Just like the one that Grandmother gave me. Daniel, where'd you find it?
Well,
It's from Santa. He promised me.
But look how it sparkles.
top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
Dr. Auslander, the lovely Mrs. Auslander, little Auslander. You wouldn't be on your way to Dr. Craig Shindig.
I'm afraid not.
Oh. Is it inconvenient for you to drop me there?
Actually, yes.
Daniel!
Well, here. Here's a 10 spot. Take a cab.
Thanks. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Doctor.
Take the bus.
Wonderful. Excuse me. Here she is. Oh.
This is for you, Barbara. Didn't want you to sleep through it all. Listen, before we go to church, I'd like to thank all of you for sharing our granddaughter's first Christmas. And speaking of the first Christmas, let's not forget that we are celebrating the birth of Christ, God's only Son. You know, this tree is an archive of my family's history. This ornament, forged in Philadelphia by Samuel Craig at the time of the Continental Congress. And this, I made that in second grade. And every Christmas Eve for the last 120 years, this star has been put on top of a Craig tree, handed down from one generation to the next. Now we'll skip a generation. Excuse me.
Jackie.
Too bad about the rain. All the snow will be gone in the morning.
The Wassell's too strong this year, huh, Mark?
You know, the first year after Dad's death, we had Christmas dinner here instead of his house. Didn't seem right. I should sit at the head of the table.
So you didn't. But the next holiday you did.
I tried to keep busy with parties, decorations, toasts, Christmas by the book. So I wouldn't have time to think.
About Stephen.
I miss him so much.
Oh, honey. Was there a special prayer tonight at the midnight service?
No, I'm not going. I can't sit there celebrating the birth of a God who is so arbitrary and so mean-spirited, who asks you to serve him without question, who would take away my blood.
Mark, don't do this to yourself.
I'm not going.
Come on, let's get back to our guests.
No. To hell with them. Hey. Okay. Okay. Come here. Come here. You sit. You sit. Boy. This one.
Dr. Craig? Mrs. Craig? Barbara? Hello? Oh, well. I wish me a Merry Christmas. I wish me a Merry
For to you is born this day in the city David, a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. And this will be a sign for you. You will find a babe wrapped in swaddling clothes lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among men with whom he is pleased.